Wow, today was a long day. Once again, thank you guys so much. I had so many orders to do today. I decorated cakes for 9 hours today. I only really stopped just to eat some food. This one's probably one of my favorites I got to do today. It was just a ton of fun and very festive for Halloween. It was purple frosting and then chocolate shavings all the way up the side and then some spider webs around the side as well. Then I added some Halloween Oreos on top, which I tried to wrap a few in webs, but it was such a sticky mess that I just gave up. Then I made this super bright green and wrote their message in it. Just a fun cake. I'll be sure to post a ton of videos tomorrow. But now it's time to get some rest because... What colors do you associate with Halloween? The other day I made 4 orange cakes. I usually associate orange and black with Halloween. That's why I added Oreo crumbs to the side of this cake. And I know I've added a lot of spiderwebs to cakes lately, but it is such a spooky touch and just looks super cool. Then I added some white rosettes and Halloween Oreos, which I can't seem to find anymore, so we're pretty much out of them now. This is for Kyra's boyfriend. He goes to school out of town and he was coming back into town to visit her. So she had me write "Missed My Boo." I was happy I got to make this cake for her and help her out, and she seemed so excited to see him. I've decorated so many cakes the last few days. I have enough cakes to probably post about one every hour for the next 2 days. It's gotten to the point where I've just stopped recording. How many videos is too many videos? I don't know. But I put 2 cakes in this one. I know you guys love ganache, so I did 2 ganache cakes. One of them is a chocolate covered strawberry theme, and that one gets graham cracker on the side. And then this one is Oreos, and that gets chocolate shavings on the side. Once both of them have their side crumbings on them, I'm gonna top them. This one is the Oreo one, so I added 6 rosettes and then 6 Oreo halves and then wrote "Happy Birthday" in blue. And this is the chocolate covered strawberry one. I dipped some strawberries in chocolate and then added some more ganache to them and then wrote "Happy Birthday Heather" in red. So let me know, how many videos is too many videos? I don't want to overload you because I feel a little overloaded. How do you fix writing on a cake? Well, first let's decorate it. I like to add a large amount of Oreo frosting on top and then smooth that all out and take the excess off. Then I'm going to add my 6 rosettes. The message they wanted written on this one was "Rats ate my peasants." I'm not sure if that's a reference to something, but I'm assuming it is. Well, I didn't leave enough room, so I took my 3 rosettes off the bottom and then I smoothed out all the frosting and got the white off. Then it was time to rewrite. I hope that answered your question since I'm so often asked. Last time I made a giant cake like this, everyone was confused and saying it does not feed 50 people. So how many people in your family would be able to eat this cake? Because it's supposed to feed 50. Also, who in the world would get a cake with gummy bears in it for 50 people? Did you see all the gummy bears in it? Typically, if someone gets a giant cake like this for a kid's birthday, they do half of it kind of kiddish and the other half more for like the adults. But this whole cake was full on kid. It had marshmallows and gummy bears all mixed in it. Then I wrapped it all in Oreo frosting and then threw sprinkles all the way up the side. Square cakes are so hard when you're starting out, but after you get the hang of how to make an edge, they're a lot of fun. Each time you make a crisp corner with frosting, it's just so satisfying to see how far you've come. Also, fun fact, I absolutely hate writing with frozen frosting. It just does not work well. What is your family like? How many people would you be able to feed with a giant cake like this? If you've ever wondered what it's like to be inside my head when I record a video, this is kind of what it's like. To you, the end product is satisfying, but to me, the process is mental gymnastics. It's how do I piece this all together in a way that is fun and enjoyable for me and you. And it's definitely a mental workout, because not only am I decorating a cake, I'm also videotaping it and beginning to think through how I'm going to edit it in my head. It's gotten to the point where before I decorate a cake, I have to just stare into space for a while, just so I can mentally weave together this whole thing. And my coworkers commonly find me doing that and laugh at me. Then comes time to edit it all together, and that's when it's finally satisfying to me. It's kind of crazy to think, but I don't make cakes unless they're for you. It's super rare that I just make regular cakes now. I have learned over time to delegate my tasks, which is so crazy to think about how much growth I've had as a manager. But I've assembled a whole team to make cakes with me. So now I honestly only make cakes for you guys. And man, do I get a lot of orders for you guys, but I love it. But this was just for a regular customer, but they called and asked if they can get a few hours earlier than normal. And none of the girls were in, so I did it for them.
what you're saying. You're flying higher than a plane, and I'm not complaining. It's getting too loud, we'll figure it out.
Guys, it's Tuesday, so we're making a tiny waffle dia. So we make our tiny waffle, add some marshmallows and chocolate shavings, cook that, and then cut it up. Scoop out our ice cream to dip it in, pull that gooey marshmallow apart, and dip it in our ice cream. Then it's time to enjoy.
They were making homemade cotton candy flavored ice cream. In a large bowl, add 2 cups of heavy whipping cream. Whisk until it forms stiff peaks. And by now, you know how we test this. Nothing comes out, it's good. Fold in 1 14-ounce can of sweetened condensed milk. Add 2 tablespoons of sugar and half a teaspoon of cotton candy flavoring. Fold in. Now divide it into 2 different bowls. Add blue food coloring to one. And fold. And pink to this one. Now fill a freezer-safe dish, a little bit at a time, different colors. A little bit of blue, and keep alternating. Tap it down, cover with plastic wrap, freeze 4 to 6 hours. When your ice cream's frozen, pull it out of the freezer. Scoop it out. Now for the taste test. With what else? Our tiny spoon, of course.
Are you a dog or a cat person? I've had both, and I think at times in my life I've been both, but I actually am allergic to both of them. Cats more so than dogs, but I'm still pretty allergic to both. So somewhere over the years, I've began to not like either of them. And I'm now a fish person, I guess. But you'll understand my question when this cake is finished. It was chocolate ice cream with Oreos and cookie dough mixed in, and chocolate cake with a fudge mid-layer. Then they wanted Oreo frosting on the outside, but they wanted it to be a theme cake, so I did Oreo frosting, and then I covered all that Oreo frosting up with some hair. What do you think it's gonna be, a dog or a cat? Or maybe a fish? I was trying to figure out what kind of colors they wanted, but they just told me to go with it and make it cute. They wanted Oreos on top, so I had to be creative with how I did them. So the ears are Oreos and the eyes are Oreos. And if you guessed it was gonna be a cute little cat, you guessed correctly. Also, do you say both or both?
Today, I'm going to show you guys how to make homemade ice cream. What you're going to need is a bowl, some salt, vanilla, chocolate chips, sugar, half and half, milk, a bag of ice, and extra Ziploc. Add half a cup of milk to your bowl. Add half a cup of half and half. Add a teaspoon of vanilla. Add 1 tablespoon of sugar. Mix. Add some chocolate chips. Transfer it into your little Ziploc bag. Seal it up. Take your bag of ice and add a ton of salt. Take your sealed bag and put it into the bag with the ice and the salt. Now you're going to shake the bag around for 5 minutes. It should start to get hard. Take it out of the bag and squeeze it into your bowl, and there you go. Now you got fresh homemade ice cream.
I want to know why on the new TikTok update, when you click to share a video and you click others, it asks you why. Like mind I want to know why on the new TikTok update, when you click to share a video and you click others, it asks you why. Like mind your own business.
By now you guys know a lot about ice cream cakes, but you don't know a lot about me. My name is Dylan LeMay, I'm 24 years old. I started working at an ice cream place when I was just 15 years old. It was February 8th of 2012. That means I've worked here for 8 years, and I've worked at 8 locations. Just 4 months ago on May 4th, I posted my first well put together TikTok. It was a gender reveal cake for my friend, and it blew up. Here we are 4 months later, and I have 4 million followers. So some have been saying I'm an overnight sensation, but my friends and family just continue to remind me that I've been working hard for this for years. And it's honestly crazy to me because the people that used to make fun of me for doing this for so long, those are now the people that are congratulating me on my success. It's been 8 long years, but I'm so thankful I stuck it out and I'm here today.
Yep, this is it.